Startups typically don't have the finest history. Premature scaling is the main reason behind the failure of 11 out of 12 firms, according to Startup Genome's Global Startup Ecosystem Report 2019. According to Failery, a lack of product-market fit, marketing, team, finance, tech, operations, and legal issues are other frequent causes of startup failure. Here's some background on 10 well-known startups that failed to support the theory. Number 9. MoviePass. MoviePass, which was established in 2011, saw a significant increase in subscribers in 2017 as a result of its amazing offer of unlimited movies in theaters for just $9.95 per month. The fact that the service guaranteed it would be honored for any movie, any day of the week at all major theaters contributed to the amazing nature of the deal. By offering customers a steep discount on movie tickets, the company hoped to bargain with theaters for bulk pricing, which it would then use to offset its costs for other client services. However, those plans were never realized. To cut expenses, the corporation reportedly went to tremendous measures to prevent users from utilizing its service, including password resets and unexpected account limits. As a result, the Federal Trade Commission received a lot of complaints from unhappy customers. MoviePass disclosed to regulators in April 2018 that the company was losing almost $20 million every month. To survive, the company borrowed money throughout the following 16 months, restricted customers to 3 movies per month, raised rates, and appointed new executives. Sadly, it wasn't sufficient, and in September 2019, the business had to close. Customer deception is never profitable. Number 8. Quibi. At the age of 19, Elizabeth Holmes founded Theranos and served as its CEO. She made financial promises regarding medical technologies, such as the development of a commercial portable blood analyzer, which never materialized as planned. Due to the technology's flaws, numerous lawsuits and regulatory agency inquiries were launched. In addition, several well-known investors, including Betsy DeVos, the Walmart founders, and Rupert Murdoch, lost more than $600 million in total. The SEC had accused Holmes of fraud. In exchange, Holmes had to pay a fine of $500,000 and return most of her company shares. She also faced a 10-year ban from serving as an officer or director of a publicly traded corporation. Overcommitting to an 8. Quibi. Jeffrey Katzenberg founded Quibi, which was shut down voluntarily after just 6 months of operation during the early stages of the COVID-19 epidemic. If you don't know, Quibi was a streaming service that required a membership and offered short-form entertainment, including 10-minute movies that subscribers could watch only on their smartphones. Monthly subscription fees are $4.99 with advertisements and $7.99 without. Katzenberg wrote an open letter to investors and users announcing his intention to shut down the platform. He said he thought Quibi was failing because the idea itself wasn't strong enough to justify a standalone streaming service, or because of our timing. Quibi lost $1.75 billion in investor capital despite barely existing for 6 months. Regretfully, investors were wagering on the platform's demise before its introduction, which raises an important lesson. Pay attention to what your detractors have to say, they might be right. Number 7. Munchery. Co-founders Tri Tran and Conrad Chu started Munchery in 2010 as an on-demand gourmet food delivery service that did pretty well, delivering microwavable meals to its clients' doorsteps. The San Francisco-based company started to compete with Blue Apron in 2015 by providing consumers with an extra service, the option to order ingredient boxes and recipe cards, so they could prepare meals on their own. Subsequently, Munchery established costly production kitchens and expanded into Seattle, Los Angeles, and New York. Nevertheless, this shift did not exactly go as intended. Long story short, Munchery was forced to close its kitchens in New York, Seattle, and Los Angeles in 2018, and to stop down entirely in January 2019 due to the cost of expansion, a declining client base, and the development of meal delivery services like DoorDash that source from a range of eateries. Despite raising $125 million in venture funding, the company failed for several reasons. Sadly, there is fierce competition in the market for meal delivery services, and only the strong can thrive. Number 6. Hipmunk. Almost 10 years after Hipmunk, a travel comparison and booking website, was first established in 2010 by co-founders Adam Goldstein and Steve Huffman, it went bankrupt in January 2020. Nevertheless, Goldstein and Huffman had left the organization at the time of the collapse. The startup was purchased by SAP Concur in 2016. Only 4 years later, SAP Concur announced that Hipmunk had to go since their approach to offering business travel solutions had changed. For Hipmunk, the initial investment was $55 million. The takeaway from this is to either stay up with the competition or move aside. Number 5. Jawbone. Given its extensive history, you might not have expected this wireless technology startup to fail miserably. It was estimated to be worth $3 billion and employed 450 people 2 years before its death. Jawbone's CDO and co-founder, Hosen Rahman, assisted in the company's 1999 founding. It was once known as Alifcom, and its primary business was the sale of audio equipment fit for the military. The business went on to market its first Bluetooth headset in 2004 and started selling wireless speakers in 2010. The startup came to an end in 2017 as a result of numerous product defects and financial difficulties that the company had after adding health and fitness trackers to its lineup in 2011. Throughout its existence, the business raised $991.6 million in 3 rounds of fundraising. As it turns out, scalability isn't always the wisest plan. Number 4. Scale Factor. Established by Kurt Rathman in 2014, Scale Factor attracted investments totaling $100 million and was promoted as a disruptive solution for small firms seeking to replace their accountants with artificial intelligence. The corporation attributed its 2020 closure to the pandemic, citing a 50% decline in revenue as the reason. Reports that surfaced after the company fell, however, suggest it may not have been the only one. Former workers and clients complained that human accountants at Scale Factor's headquarters or from an outsourced office based in the Philippines were handling the accounting tasks for customers despite the company's claims that AI was handling them. The situation was reportedly made worse by the discovery that several of the clients' books contained several inaccuracies. Customers expect to receive what they signed up for from any firm. Number 3. Mixer. Another company that failed in 2020 was called Mixer, which was most recently founded as Beam by Matt Salsamendi and James Boehm in 2014. The two sold Beam to Microsoft in 2016, and the company went on to establish Mixer, which is Microsoft's streaming service. To compete with Twitch on Amazon, Salsamendi and Boehm led Mixer's efforts over the following 3 years. However, in late 2019, they chose to part ways amicably with the tech giant. In a 2020 interview with GeekWire, Salsamendi stated that he thought Microsoft made the right decision in closing Mixer down, considering the competitive obstacles and continuous investment is required. TechCrunch claims that the startup raised $520,000 in total funding. Microsoft's Phil Spencer, who oversees gaming, made this point clear by pointing out that Mixer was already lagging behind the competition when it began. Number 2. Anki, Incorporated. Anki, Incorporated was established in 2010 by 3 Carnegie Mellon grads, Boris Softman, Hans Tappiner, and Mark Palatucci. The company's goal was to incorporate robotics and artificial intelligence into kid-friendly games and toys, including emotionally sensitive robots. Promising items included a more sophisticated Anki Overdrive, an interactive toy robot called Cosmo, and its replacement, the Vector. Anki Drive was an app-controlled toy racetrack with programmable cars. Regretfully, the general view regarding the startup's final failure in 2019 was that it was unable to sustain itself as a hardware and software company because of a lack of funding. A total of $182 million was raised for the launch. It's common to make mistakes when you take on too much too fast without knowing how you'll get there. Number 1. Chef. The meal kit startup Chef, which was established in 2015, abruptly shut down in July 2018, and 350 workers were laid off. The company had announced several significant developments in the months before, including the partnership with Byte Foods and the sale of its meal kits in a few New York Duane Reade and Walgreens stores. As a result, the decision was rather unexpected. Furthermore, the business raised $35 million in capital the previous year. Employees received an email from the company's founder and CEO, Kyle Ransford, informing them that operations were being discontinued because of setbacks with financing. Maintaining a firm requires both securing reliable finance and practicing strong financial management. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.